Right, you win.
So...
Got you, you murdering swine! Nobody gets away with murder here. You're in for a lesson you won't forget. It's jail for you, and I hope you rot there.
What are you doing there?
I won't put up with any more of this. Keep it up, and you'll rue the day you cross me.
Aye, right. I've gone all weak at the knees.
What are you doing there?
Put me in jail, then.
Get moving. I hope you rot there.
Hey, what are you up to?
How are you?
Have you noticed anything fishy going on around here lately? Strangers hanging around, maybe the odd theft?
Lately, it's always been that way.
You? What do you want from me?
Have you noticed anything fishy going on around here lately? Strangers hanging around, maybe the odd theft?
I don't know anything. And I don't want to know anything. I have enough worries of my own.
I am at your service, Sir Knight.
Have you noticed anything fishy going on around here lately? Strangers hanging around, maybe the odd theft?
What kind of question is that? The Cumans are killing folk, the footpads are picking the pockets of the dead, and you ask me if there's anything fishy going on.
It came from over here.
Have you noticed anything
Lately, last week, last month. Things have always been fishy around here.
Stay out of sight. What will people think if they see me talking to a vagabond like you?
There's rumours of a large band of brigands nearby. Have you heard anything about it?
I have, as it happens. A few days back, a travelling mill hand stopped by and got very drunk. He made such a scene I had to throw him out. Before then, he was babbling about some encampment. Said he saw a bunch of nasty-looking fellows pitching camp at the old stronghold, Brannick.
Up here on the hill?
Like I said, he was drunk as a lord. But I'm sure he meant Brannick.
To think they dare. Right under Sir Hanish's nose.
What's that?
Oh, nothing. Thank you. You've told me exactly what I need to know.
Come now.
He drowned the fish and broke its neck, threw it down upon the deck. Fry your fish, fish head.
I'm honored that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
Can we do something about the price?
Well, we can try it.
Agree?
Come now, just a little more, and we have a deal. See now, I knew we'd come to an agreement.
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
still quite hungry.
That could be it. Could do with a bite to eat.
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
saying? Hey,
Spades, forks, and axes. All you need to tame Mother Nature.
I'm honored that a knight...
How are you, Henry?
God save you, Henry.
Sir, I have news, and I'm sorry to say it's nothing good.
After everything that's happened, you have even worse news. That's almost impressive.
I'm afraid so. It's going to happen again, and on an even bigger scale.
You're full of good cheer, aren't you? What exactly will happen?
It seems the Pribyslavitz encampment was just the start, and they're far from defeated.
How did you find out?
I found a recruiting agent who works for them, and let him recruit me.
Ah, God's holy hat. You never cease to surprise me, lad.
And what did you find out?
They have another much bigger encampment in Vranic, near to Sasau.
What do those bastards want? And who the hell are they?
To hurt us? Conquer the region? I'm not sure yet, but I can find out.
How?
I'm one of them now. I have their secret sign. I know where their camp is. All I have to do is go and take a look.
That's out of the question. It's too risky.
Sire, compared to everything I went through to get this, it will be child's play. I already passed their test. They trust me.
Then we'll have to attack them before things get out of hand. Ideally, right now, when they're not expecting us. Once we catch that mangy little shit, we can ask him nicely what he wants. But then again, before we attack, it would be useful to have a spy go and scout out how many of them there are and what they're up to.
I don't want you to take any unnecessary risks.
It's much less risky than our raid on Pribyslavitz.
All right then, Hal. Go there and find out how many of them there are, and what their plans are, whatever you can. But don't stick your neck out too far.
Yes, sir.
Godspeed, lad.
What do you want?
Let me inside.
Inside, eh? What's the password then?
I came here for a game.
Show me that. Aye. All right. Welcome to Vranik, comrade.
Thank you for your kind welcome, comrade. Who should I report to?
Eric. He should be in the house, at the top.
Those tents look pretty impressive. These fellows aren't paupers, that's for sure.
Tent. Fucking camp. I've had enough of this shit. Fucking sick head. I'm so tired. Can't drink no more today.
What a shitty day. I need a good scrap to cheer me up. Who's got stinking feet here? You?
Your old lady.
You leave my old lady out of it. Smells like a dead horse here. When was the last time you had a wash?
I keep telling you, an axe. All right, princess. I'll have you know a real man's supposed to stink.
How goes
Just
it?
wait till you've been here 2 weeks. Then we'll
Same
see
as
if
ever.
you can smell a rose.
Boring as ever. Well paid, but fucking boring all the same. Sentry duty, sleeping, sentry duty. Even the boozing's starting to lose its thrill.
Chopping folk ain't as easy as chopping wood.
Hey, I'm new here. Can you tell me what's going on?
Nothing. Just the way I like it. Getting paid for sitting on my arse. And when things get lively, just look around. There's a good few dozens of us here. Those poor fucking peasants won't know what's hit them, right?
Have you heard anything about what we'll be doing next?
I don't care. When they tell me it's time to go, I'll go. I don't need to know anymore. You can ask the others, only I wouldn't trust what they say too much. Everyone's got the latest news, and they all know the same bugger all I do.
How did you end up here, anyway?
You know how it goes. It's always the same story. Lost my trade through my own stupidity, and ran away to the woods to get by any way I could. So, when I heard they were recruiting, I signed up. Coin is coin.
I need to speak with Eric. Do you know where he is?
He's in the main camp at the top, in the big house. His armor's that bright, you can't miss him.
First you throw in some onion, brown it a bit, then throw the meat in. And the beer comes last.
Well, my old ma used to throw it all in together. Said it will mix better, and the meat will have a better aroma.
Aroma my arse. If you throw it all in at the same time, you'll just turn it into pig swill.
Are you trying to tell me my ma can't cook a piece of meat shit for brains?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm telling you. Aroma. You and your mum can fuck off.
Well, if you don't like it, then don't fucking eat it.
Can't drink no more today.
I just want to eat and sleep.
Camp life sure ain't
Fuck.
easy. Fuck.
How goes it?
Not bad. I've only been here a few days, but I ain't complaining. Food, booze, and good company.
Yeah,
Well, company.
lady. You leave my old lady out of it. Smells
Hey,
like a dead
I'm
horse,
new
eh?
here. Can you tell me
When
what's
was the
going on?
last time you had a wash?
Just what it looks
All
like.
right.
Boozing. I'll have you know What a real else is man's there to supposed do? stink.
Just
Some
wait till
stupid
you've been here
fuckers
2
trained to
weeks.
keep up
Then
their
we'll see
fighting
whose
form.
feet smell of roses.
Why bother? With this kind of force, we'll go through any opposition like a knife through butter.
Have you heard anything about what we'll be doing next?
Of course. Early tomorrow morning, there'll be a big sortie. Everyone around here knows that.
Fuck, I'm almost sober again.
I'm almost sober again.
How did you end up here, anyway?
Me? You're a bit green around the gills, aren't you? Me? I'm right at home here. See? Whenever the lords are fighting each other, you'll find me and my trusty sword on one side or the other. Whichever pays best.
No one to rob here. Rivers of blood and a bloody flood.
Rivers of blood and a rivers of blood and a bloody flood.
Camp life sure ain't easy.
I could eat my
Fuck.
Yeah, I'm gonna get soaked. What else is there to do here?
Hey, I'm new here. Can you tell me what's going on?
Just what it looks like. Boozing. What else is there to do? Some stupid fuckers trained to keep up their fighting form, but why bother? With this kind...
Have you heard anything about what we'll be doing next?
Of course. Early tomorrow...
Not only strong outer walls, but inner ones too. This isn't good news. This must be where the commanders are.
What do you want?
Kozlik sent me.
Ah, more reinforcements. You're the one from the monastery?
Yes, sir.
So you really killed that turncoat?
Yes, sir.
Well done. I heard about you, and quite honestly, I didn't think you'd succeed. So can you handle a sword?
Yes, I know what I'm doing.
Well, I think it's best if we put you to the test. Go to our combat master, Vanyek. He'll soon find out what you're made of. Just go downhill, as far as the stockade. His tent is right next to the training arena.
All right, sir.
No one to rob here. Fucking boring.
I gotta piss.
Are you serious?
Fuck.
Are you Combat Master Vanyek?
Aye, that's me. What do you want?
I'm Henry. Eric said you'd try me out to see how good I am with the sword.
Ah, another greenhorn. Nice to see Kozlik's doing his job. Mind you, most of the peasants he sends me couldn't fight a pile of manure with a pitchfork. Hey, don't I know you from somewhere? You look familiar.
I've never seen you before in my life.
Really? I'd stake my neck I know you from somewhere. Well, never mind. My memory isn't what it used to be. Too much drink. Or not enough. All right, let's see what you're good for. Have you got a weapon? If not, you can borrow one over there. Now, are you ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
All right, let's see what you're made of. Fuck! All right, then. Come back when you grow some balls. Ow! Now. Shoot! Jesus, you got me. You're a lot better than most of the fuckers here, lad. Well done.
I've had a bit of practice.
So I see. I'll tell Eric what you've got in you. Don't worry about that. But so you don't think old Vanyek has passed it, I'll teach you one trick you'll be glad to know.
Oh, that's very generous of you.
Well, I don't want to take it to the grave with me. All right, listen. Before you start twisting and turning, take a good firm stance with your legs wide apart, like this. As if you're about to let off a huge fart.
I think I've got it. Thanks.
I'm so hungry I could eat my boots.
Sir, may I...
What is it?
I went to the fight master as you ordered, and I...
What's the matter? Lost your tongue?
I think I know what's troubling the young master. He's surprised to see me here. And the feeling's mutual. When did you start recruiting Radzig's people, Eric?
Radzig?
Indeed. This boy is very dear to him. And I expect he's looking for this? Am I right, young man?
You bastard.
He's coming round.
I apologize for the discomfort, but it's for your own safety. And ours, of course. You can count yourself lucky, lad. I'm gonna keep you alive. I'm sure your father will pay a nice fat ransom for you.
My father's dead. That lackey of yours wouldn't even let me bury him.
He doesn't know, Eric. Nobody told him. He told me, a foreigner, but not him. How very inconsiderate. I'm sure you'd rather hear it under different circumstances and from someone else, boy. But beggars can't be choosers. Your father, your real father, is alive. You even know him. It's your liege lord, Radzig Kobyla. Although, how much can he really care about you? Here you are, a homeless orphan, and he still hasn't acknowledged you. Your parents are both dead, aren't they? I thought so. And yet, Radzig still hasn't told you the truth. Could it be that he's ashamed of you? I wonder if you'll want to pay that ransom after all. Well, best not think about that. If your father won't pay your ransom, you have no value to me.
My father's dead.
I understand why you feel that way. My own childhood was not dissimilar. How strange that we should have something in common. But I've delayed long enough. Now it's time for you to tell me why you came here.
I was looking for my father's sword, which was stolen by a certain bastard.
And I found it. But I wonder which father you mean. In a way, it belongs to both.
Doesn't matter who it belongs to. I'm gonna kill you with it.
You're hardly in a position to threaten me. But now I think of it, why not? When your father, your real father, pays, I'll give you an opportunity to try.
I think that's very generous of you.
Isn't it?
Radzig will crush you, and I'll be there to see it.
I very much doubt it. You spied on our camp. You must realize that your father hasn't a fraction of the forces I've gathered. And now, with the king in captivity, there's no one to levy troops to come to your aid. Even united with Hanush and Divish, your father couldn't raise more men than I have. The only force in this country capable of defeating me is Sigismund's. And he pays me. When he wins, I win. Everything I take now will be mine, and I plan to take everything. So meet the new Lord of the Realm.
A man like you will never rule here.
Have you never heard of Lord Sokol of Lamberg, or Sahinek the Dry Devil? They fought for your king and plundered the estates of the lords in Austria, just as I'm doing here. Like they say, the stronger dog fucks the bitches. And war is a nasty business.
Sir, it's time.
Now, I'm afraid I have more important business to attend to. I'll leave Udo here to keep you company. And let's hope for both our sakes that your father pays up. Farewell.
Rot in hell!
Knock some manners into him, Udo. Come on, Eric, let's go. We've got work to do.
Henry, wake up. Can you hear me? Jesus, that brutally worked you over. Here. Try to drink. I thought you'd never come round.
How do you know my name?
Don't you recognize me?
Zbyszek. You fucking traitor. You throw me to those bastards, and then look me in the eye like nothing happened.
Shh, be quiet. Maybe we started off on the wrong foot. But I'm your only chance to get out of here alive. So do you want my help or not?
What do you want?
I want to get you out of here. But if you'd rather, I can leave you to rot and get the shit kicked out of you by Istvan's bruiser.
Why would you, of all people, want to get me out of here?
I've got my reasons. If not for the good of my soul, then for the good of my purse. It'll cost you a few groschen, and that's all you need to worry about. You shouldn't look a gift horse in the mouth.
Shouldn't I? Even when it comes from a treacherous bastard who set his cutthroat friends on me when I was trying to bury my parents.
I won't deny we didn't get off to a very good start. But this is a chance to start over and let bygones be bygones.
So what exactly are your reasons?
Nothing you need to care about. Let's just say it's a personal matter.
But I do care. I don't believe a word you say. I know you're up to something. So you better try harder to convince me, or I'm not going anywhere with you.
Not a day passes without these cutthroats pulling daggers on each other. And I'm the youngest, so they make a slave out of me.
A bandit's life isn't quite how you imagined it, eh? My heart bleeds. But you could easily make a run for it on your own. Why bother with me?
Look, I just want to live a normal life. For that, I need peace and some coin. You need to get out of here, and you've got coin. My help won't cost you a tenth of what Istvan would want from Sir Radzig. Why shouldn't we help each other?
What about my possessions?
Eric has your things. It would be suicide to try and get to them. Forget them.
Oh, wonderful. So I'm supposed to make a run for it like this?
It'd be better if you wore something to blend in, it's true. But I can't go and get you anything. I'm supposed to be guarding you. So if I leave my post, I'll have to avoid the others just the same as you.
Why don't you go on your own?
What would I do? I've been left alone in this world and I'm an outlaw. How long do you think it'll take before I'm swinging from a gibbet? I need to get some coin and get the hell out of here.
How do you propose to do it?
Finally, we're getting somewhere. I know a way you can get out of the fortress without anyone seeing you. I'll untie you, and you'll have to make your own way there. It shouldn't be hard at this time of night. I'll wait for you outside. Afterwards, you'll tell your noble father I helped you so they don't hang me. And naturally, you'll pay me something for the risk I'm taking.
Risk? Sounds riskier for me than for you.
Not really. What are they going to do with you if they catch you? They want to ransom you, so the worst they'll do is lock you up again. But me, who was supposed to be guarding you and let you escape? Nobody's going to pay no ransom for me, friend.
All right then, let's get out of here. Untie me.
That's what I want to hear. But first, swear you'll tell Sir Ratzik I helped you, and that you'll pay me too.
You have my word. What's the plan?
All right, I'll have to trust your man of honor. Now listen, I found a place where you can easily get out. Down in the camp on the slope above Sasau, there's a place where they throw the waste over the wall. The pile of shit reaches almost to the top of the stockade. All we have to do is jump over and we'll have a soft landing. Then we're free.
Free and covered in shit. So that's all?
Well, first, we both have to get there. We can't let anyone see either of us. I'm supposed to be guarding you and you're... Well, I'm supposed to be guarding you. So we have to keep to the shadows and stay away from prying eyes. I'll go first. There shouldn't be anyone outside in front of the barn. When you're out, go left along by the wall. There are cliffs everywhere, so try not to get yourself killed. I'll wait for you not far from the camp, by the dead tree between the path and the brook. Good luck. What?
Who's there? What have we got here? Entertainment! Great! You call that combat?
Who's
I'll
that?
kill you!
Hey! Who's there?
No! What's the matter? Come on!
What's going on there?
You'll get what for! No!
Come here, lily liver.
Giving up already? Is that the best you can do?
Miss.
Who's there?
Mother. The answer to my prayers, just when I wanted to vent my rage on someone.
What's the matter? Come on. What are you doing there? Who's there?
Yeah.
What's going on there? Hey, who's there? Hey, what are you up to?
What are you doing here? Tired of life?
Well, I never. The pig turns a
Jesus, what a fucking stink. I can't stand any more of this.
Bring it on.
So, we're out. Now it's time for you to keep your part of the bargain.
Don't worry, I keep my word. But I have to go to Ratai and see my father. They took my coin when they captured me.
Fine. We should get out of here as quick as we can anyway.
Well, you'll have to help me. Somehow the massage I got from that big bastard didn't do me a lot of good. I don't suppose you have a horse hidden around here.
A horse? Actually, I didn't think of that.
Any word about your boy, Radzig?
Nothing yet.
Let's hope he hasn't done anything rash. Wouldn't surprise me, given the balls that he has. Now, I wonder where he might have got those from.
Don't start, Harosh.
I'm sorry, sir. This fellow...
Henry!
Father?
I told you he had balls. Well, I see that you haven't been idle, and we'll certainly need to have a talk later, but not quite so publicly. It looks like you have plenty to tell us. What happened?
I got a bit tied up at Vranyik. But now I know what they're planning.
What's being planned? And who's planning it? Spit it out, boy!
There's no longer any doubt about it. It's that Hungarian noble you were hosting on the same day Sigismund pillaged Skalitz.
Sir Istvan Toth.
Toth and his people. Everything fits. They're the ones making the counterfeit money and using it to hire mercenaries from all around. He's already got quite an army at Vranyik.
But what the fuck is he after?
I can tell you exactly, and you won't like it.
How's that?
I had quite a long talk with him.
What?
When I was trying to get into his camp, I was taken captive. We had a bit of a chat. Actually, he told me his entire plan.
What?
I suppose he thought he didn't need to keep it secret any longer. I'm not all that surprised.
Why not?
What's that bastard planning?
He's in the service of Sigismund. He wants to destroy King Wenceslas' allies. That means us. He's gathered a very large force. I'm honestly not sure if we can defeat them. And he knows no one will come to our aid now.
That fucking cunt! I'll skin him alive!
How many men has he got?
More than 100, I'd say.
And how secure is their camp?
It's an old abandoned fortress on a hill above Sasau. It's inaccessible from 3 sides, surrounded by a timber palisade.
Bastard! I'll crush that rebel of his.
That's easy to say, old friend. It seems Toth isn't taking any chances.
Together with Divish, we can muster enough men. And we can all see there's no time to waste. That bastard wants a battle. Much better we pick a time and place than he does.
Undoubtedly. We have to take them by surprise. It would be best to attack tomorrow night. We can't get ready any sooner.
That's what I like to hear, Radzig.
Henry, I want you to get yourself fixed up and then go straight to Sir Divish of Talmberg. Tell him to assemble all the able-bodied men he can and bring them to Vranyik tomorrow evening. We'll wait for him there.
Yes, sir.
Finally, a chance to show I'm not carrying a sword just for ornament.
What is it, Henry? Is there something else?
The thing is, we have to deal with Zbyszek.
I see. And who is he?
Zbyszek is from Skalitz. He helped me escape captivity and saved my life. I promised him a reward for it.
Indeed. Well, Zbyszek, if you saved my son's life, I'm grateful to you. As a token of my gratitude, please accept this reward.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your generosity.
And under the circumstances, we won't ask how you came to be with that herd of swine at Vranyik. So you'd better get out of here quick, before I start thinking about it.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Goodbye, my lords. Thanks, Henry. God be with you.
Get a good meal inside you and get those wounds tended to. You look wretched. And if you need equipment or armor, tell Bernard. He'll give you what you need.
Yes, my lord.
No more, my lord. I'm your father. I swear, Hal, I plan to tell you. I'm sorry Istvan, of all people, beat me to it. But now we have more urgent matters to deal with. Later we'll have time to talk about it. What do you say?
As you wish, my lord. Father.
Good. Now go to Divish as quickly as you can, son.
Awake already? I hope you've had a good rest after all you've been through. You might need it. We've got work to do tonight, so get up and get going to Talmberg as soon as possible. You need to rouse Sir Divish and his men for the attack. We'll meet this evening at the stronghold and settle up with that sly bastard.
Sir, I lost all my things at Vranyuk, and I need some combat gear.
Yes, lad, I know. Here's the key to the armory. Take whatever you need. You deserve it. Listen up, men. It's going to be a long night, and no easy pickings. I want every last one of you standing here in full armor and ready for action by sunset.
Oh, what's where you going? Be a bit more careful. Hey.
Good day, Henry.
God save you, Henry.
Henry, I'm glad you came. God save you, Henry. Damn. What the hell are you doing?
God save you, Henry.
I feel quite hungry. Sir, I bring an urgent message from my father, from Sir Radzig and Hanush.
I take it you've heard. What does your father want from me?
I found out who's behind all the unrest in the region, and Father and Hanush have decided to put an end to it all.
What? So who is responsible for all our recent troubles?
You may have met him. Istvan Toth.
No, I haven't met him. But Sir Radzig said he'd been here to visit before the raid. I don't suppose that's a coincidence. What kind of man is he? What is he after?
He's in the service of King Sigismund, and he's fighting the nobility who support King Wenceslas. They've amassed quite a force at the old stronghold above Sasau, and they're planning to attack very soon. Father and Hanush have decided to move first and destroy him before he's prepared.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
When? And how?
Tonight. They send word for you to muster your men and rendezvous with them at Vranyik.
This is madness.
Maybe it is. But I fear that Radzig and Hanush are right. The sooner we cure this pestilence, the better. Gather the men and make ready. We march tonight. Leave only as many as you must to guard the castle.
Very well, sir. As you command.
Will you be coming with us?
Yes, sir. I have some scores to settle with them.
Well, Divish. I see you don't want to miss the show.
You didn't expect me to leave all the glory to you.
Never. We wouldn't dream of starting without you.
What news? Did you parley with them?
We did.
And what was the outcome?
Not quite what we hoped for. Radzig wanted to go pally with him in person. Fortunately, I talked him out of it.
It seems that this will not be resolved without a battle.
Bloody good thing, too. Finally, we'll have some proper entertainment in the countryside.
Fortunately, my son here showed immense daring and made his way into the lion's den to spy on them.
Tell us what you saw, lad.
What do you want to know, exactly?
Well, let's start with how well fortified they are.
The outer palisade goes right around the whole camp. On a small hill inside it, there's a half-demolished farmhouse that's ringed by another palisade. That's where I was held prisoner, and that's where Toth's based. Him and his inner circle.
Can you tell us how many tents there are and how they're arranged?
There might be 50, maybe 70, most of them in the right-hand side of the camp.
And the men? How many men strong are they?
Quite a few. At least 80.
Huh. We don't number much more than that ourselves.
We do outnumber them, though, even if only by a few men. And our men are well armed and disciplined. The foe, nothing but a rabble.
From what I've seen, it's best to attack from our direction. How does it look from the other sides?
The east side is all rocks, so no hope of launching a major assault from there. On the other hand, that's the way I escaped. It's where they throw all their waste. The heap's already so high it's almost to the top of the palisade.
Now that is interesting. The ramparts are long. If there are as many of them as we think, they can hardly keep watch over the entire length. Attack with full force at the gate, and they won't have enough men at the rear.
That's an excellent strategy. But then I'd expect no less from you.
If we cause an enormous uproar at the same time, they won't know what's hit them.
Uproar?
You said they have tents there?
Yes, sir.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, tents usually burn rather well. And we have quite a few archers.
You don't do things by halves, Divish.
So, I believe we have a plan. Robard will take 10 men and sneak to the rear of the fortifications. There's an entry point, but you must remain hidden.
I will do my best, sir.
That shouldn't be too hard. They'll have other things to worry about. The rest of us will launch a frontal assault. Rain burning arrows on them and then attack.
Those bastards won't know which way to turn.
At that point, Robard and his squad will strike from the rear.
I think it's a good plan.
God be with you, my friends.
We'll wipe those whore sons off the face of the earth.
Listen up now. We are about to meet the rabble that have been trying to hurt us. Pillaging, killing, raping, and generally being a thorn in our side for long enough. They may be hiding behind a stockade, but they are still a pack of curs who are no match for men like you. And tonight, we are going to festoon these trees with corpses. First, we will set fire to their little hornet's nest. Then we'll keep them busy by the gate. And when we've made it nice and hot for them, Sir Robard and his men will pounce on them from the rear. And we will hack them to pieces. Have you got it?
Yes, sir!
Good. Now, when we reach the ramparts, the archers will cover the men climbing it, and the men with the battering ram. Any of these fuckers foolish enough to stick his head outside the stockade is to lose it at once. Understood?
Yes, sir!
Glad to hear it. Now, let's do it! Forward!
Henry! Go with the men and flush out anyone left without the fence! And then creep up on us from behind!
Where's that Hungarian bastard? Why isn't he here? Don't tell me no one was in command!
It does rather look that way, Hanush.
Henry, where's Toth? You said he was here.
He definitely was, sir. I've got the cuts and bruises to show for it.
You have to find out where he slithered off to. Look for clues. Anything that will tell us what he's doing.
I could do with a bite to eat.
Good day, Henry.
How are you, Henry? Henry, I'm glad you came.
Jesus, look where you're going.
Sir, I need to get out.
You heard, Hanush. We won't leave until we find something. So you'd better start searching.
Henry's come to see us. God save you, Henry.
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
I have some trophies.
Show me. Good work. That's the way to deal with the scum.
Sir, I need to get out.
You heard, Hanush. We won't leave until we find something.
Henry! Just the man I want to see. I need help with something.
What's the problem, sir?
The Archbishop's vicar has come to Utrecht. I don't know why exactly, but the rumor is that he's on the hunt for heretics, which frankly never meant any good, especially for me.
I'm sorry, but I'm not really up on religious ranks, sir. What does a vicar do, exactly?
You don't have to apologize. It's the devil's own work to make sense of their twisted hierarchy. A vicar is short for vicarious, meaning in place of. He has full power to act on his superior's behalf.
I see.
In this case, sadly, the superior in question is that nincompoop, Archbishop Zbigniew Hare of Hassenburg.
What should I do about him, then?
Firstly, find out why he's really here. He might truly be on the hunt for heretics, which wouldn't be good news. Or it's equally possible he's here to size up my estate, which would be even worse.
I understand. And then what?
The best thing for me and all concerned would be for him to pack his bags and go back to Prague.
And how can I, encourage him to do that? I can't just kick him out, can I?
No, of course not. But if you can make him believe there's nothing to find here, he'll be off in no time. So tell him I've sent you to assist him.
I understand. And my task is to assist him in finding nothing.
Indeed.
And what if there really are heretics?
My boy. Have you ever seen a heretic?
No.
There, you see. I haven't either. Most of the time, the prelates just invent them to scare folk with. So don't put much faith in their existence.
But
what if there really are some? Then deal with them. But make sure that interfering bastard gets out of here.
Are you at odds with the Archbishop in some way, sir?
No, I've never even seen him. But that's no guarantee he doesn't have his eye on my estate.
But how could he get his hands on it?
He's an archbishop. They have long fingers, my boy. And now, without the king around, it's the perfect time to amass a nice little hoard. Believe me, I know. They say in Prague that he's a complete dolt. But I rather doubt that.
Why?
All the Hare clan are as shrewd as they come. I know that better than most.
Uh-huh. Very well. I'll get going straight away.
Good luck, lad. And be careful. Clergymen are wily weasels. So take care.
I'll be careful. Don't worry, Sir Hanush.
What the hell?
Henry, I'm glad you came.
God be with you, Henry.
Henry, I'm glad you
Sir,
came.
I'd like to go outside.
We need to take a proper look around first. Find any clue about where Toth's gone, and I'll give you 100 groschen.
Be a bit more careful.
Welcome, Henry.
Hey, Henry's come to...
Sir, this was all I could find.
A letter? What does it say, Radzig?
Alongside hunting, drinking, and swordplay, you might find time for a little study, old man. In the courts of Prague, every Tom, Dick, and Harry can read nowadays.
Yes, well, here in the countryside, we don't give a tinker's curse about such things. That's what I've got a scribe for, anyway. What does the damn thing say?
It appears to be written by Toth, but it doesn't say to whom. It says everything is going according to plan, and the castle should soon be taken.
Castle? What castle? What does he need a castle for?
Sir, we took this one alive. And it seems he's not just some ordinary spear carrier.
Where's that rat Toth? Where did he go? Speak, damn you!
He's thwarted you again, hasn't he?
If you play your cards right, you might come out of this in one piece. Where is your lord? He was here yesterday, wasn't he?
Come now, sir. We both know where I will end up. My lord is gone. He took most of the men and left.
Where has he gone? What is he planning? He writes here about taking some castle. Which castle?
Oh, some nearby castle. Left completely unguarded. Now I wonder where it could be.
What are you saying, you horse son?
Talmberg. Did he go to Talmberg?
You'll never get him. You'll never get...
What? Were you planning on sending him to some monastery to become a monk? I believe we have some work to do, Sir Divish, do we not? Mount up, gentlemen. We don't have any time to waste.
Halt! Who goes there? Greetings. We were ambushed. We need assistance. We have wounded men here. Open the gate. The Lord be praised. Here! Come on! Come on!
Lady Stephanie, I really don't think we should...
My lady.
Faster, man! Come on, faster!
My men are gravely wounded. Without treatment, I'm afraid they won't live to see morning.
Hiya! Hiya!
Not to worry. We'll take care of them.
My lady, you have my uttermost gratitude. May God reward you for your kindness.
Every Christian should help his neighbor in his hour of need.
True. Especially now, when treachery and deception surround us on all sides.
Get out of the way!
The devil lurks in the shadows.
Come on!
And one fears taking a guest into his house.
Signal the others. Yes, sir.
Oh no. We're too late.
Quickly! Follow me!
Come out, you rat! Come out and fight like a man! I don't think so. I like it better right here. Would you rather hide behind my wife like some mangy whelp? I could just as easily cut her throat. I have hostages enough, and strong walls to protect me. Bring him here. Radzig? What do you want, you viper? Let me think. Actually, there's nothing I want from you. Except maybe to see you all die. Fire! Burn it down!
Christ. Are you all right?
I'll live. But I don't think I'll be wielding a sword for a while.
Oh, we have men enough for sword wielding. A good lord is harder to come by.
How the hell did they get Radzig? I didn't make it to the gate.
He was charging against reinforcements from the castle.
We have to save my father, somehow.
And we have to save my wife and get our home back.
My friend, I think you know as well as I. We have to lay siege.
No. No, that is our last resort. We have to try all our other options.
Sir, if a few men could scale the western wall after dark, maybe they could get inside, free the hostages, and open the gate. That is, if they're holding them in the courtyard, as we've always done.
Well, that's a big if. What if they're seen and they can't raise the portcullis quietly?
Sir Hanush, if we can save just one hostage...
It's a perilous undertaking. Who would you send?
I'll go. Then let us make ready.
Hey! Henry's come to see us. How are you, Henry?
God be with you.
I'm ready.
Are you sure? You should wear lightweight black clothing. Anything you don't need, you can leave here. I don't want you clanking around in plate armor.
Of course. I'll finish getting ready.
My respects to you.
I'm ready.
Are you sure? You should wear lightweight black clothing. Anything you don't need, you can leave here. I don't want you clanking around in plate armor.
Yes, I'm ready to go.
If any of you are having second thoughts, this is your last chance to speak. Very well. So I hope we're all clear on what has to be done. We need to free the hostages to deprive Toth of his advantage. Now he'll be keeping them somewhere where they can be guarded, but somewhere separate from his other men.
And where would that be?
We always kept our captives in the house on the Bailey by the stables.
What if they're in their tower or somewhere else?
Then we'll have to go to the gate and try to open it. But that will take time and attract attention. So we can only do it if we know exactly how things stand. And if they sound the alarm, before we've done anything, we get out of there quick. Understood?
And leave them there?
Better a couple of hostages than a pile of corpses. Lord Capon, are you quite certain you want to engage in this action?
Quite. After all, it can't be much different from sneaking out of the upper castle in Rattay and back in every night. Besides, who else will keep this hothead from raising bloody mayhem?
Well, see to it that you do, my lord. May God guide our footsteps.
This will be something. They'll be telling stories about this place for years.
We'll go first and take out the sentries. Wait here.
What are they waiting for?
How should I know?
Why do I bother asking?
Oh, be quiet and watch that light on the battlements. Fuck this waiting, I'm gonna climb.
I'll put on his armor and watch this side, but there are still 2 guards on the portcullis winch to deal with. Any volunteers?
Henry will do it.
Buffoon?
Henry, then. Just make sure you keep quiet.
Fuck. The alarm's been sounded.
Tired of life, are you? Is that all you got?
This will be...
Hey!
We'll go first and take out the sentries. Wait here.
What are they waiting for?
Quiet, for fuck's sake.
What are they waiting for?
Oh, be quiet and watch that light on the battlements. Fuck this waiting, I'm gonna climb.
I'll put on his armor and watch this side, but there are still 2 guards on the portcullis winch to deal with. Any volunteers?
Henry will do it.
Buffoon?
Henry, then. Just make sure you keep quiet.
Fuck. The alarm's been sounded.
The answer to You'll get
This will be something. They'll be telling stories about this mate for years. We'll be legends. Unless we fuck it up, then Ishmael will be telling stories.
We'll go first and take out the sentries. Wait here.
What are they waiting for?
Quiet, for fuck's sake.
What are they waiting for?
How should I know?
Why do I bother asking?
Oh, be quiet and watch that light on the battlements. Fuck this waiting, I'm gonna climb.
I'll put on his armor and watch this side.
Henry will do it.
Buffoon?
Henry, then. Just make sure you keep quiet.
Fuck. The alarm's been sounded.
Is that the best you can do?
This will be something. They'll be telling stories about this fate.
Who are you?
We'll be legends. Unless we fuck it up. Then Istvan will be telling the stories, and the joke will be on us.
We'll go first and take out the sentries. Wait here.
What are they waiting for?
Quiet, for fuck's sake.
What are they waiting for?
How should I know?
Why do I bother asking?
Oh, be quiet and watch that light on the battlements.
Who are you?
Aren't you meant to be in the monastery, lad? Kite trouble?
I'll put on his armor and watch this side, but there are still 2 guards on the portcullis winch to deal with. Any volunteers?
Henry will do it.
Buffoon?
Henry, then. Just make sure.